Welcome, everyone, to ringside for one of the biggest grammatical clashes in the English language, the Great English Verb Showdown. Let's get ready to rumble! Has this ever tripped you up? You say, I enjoy swimming, but then you turn right around and say, I want to swim. What's with the switch? It seems kind of random, right? Well, it's not. There's actually a system here, and we're about to crack the code together. So I want you to think of this less like some boring rule you have to memorize from a textbook and more like a really fun, interesting puzzle. We've got two main teams, a couple of secret agents, and by the end of all this, you're going to be the expert who picks the winner every single time. Okay, first up, stepping into the ring. It's the smooth, the versatile, the always active Team Gerund. This is your ING team, and they are all about the action itself. So what's a gerund's secret weapon? Well, it's a verb that kind of puts on a disguise to act like a noun. When you say, I enjoy reading, you're not just talking about the action, you're talking about the whole experience, the activity of reading. It's the what. Now, check out the verbs on this team's roster. Enjoy, avoid, dislike, consider. You see a pattern here? A lot of them are about your feelings towards an activity, or maybe whether you start it, stop it, or just keep it going. It's all about your relationship with the activity. And in the opposite corner, the challenger. It's the forward-thinking, the goal-oriented team infinitive. This is your 2+ verb team, and believe me, they are always looking ahead. The infinitive's whole game plan is different. It's not really about the activity as an experience, it's about the intention or the plan to do something. So when you say, I want to learn, the wanting is happening right now, sure, but the learning is a future goal. It's the why or the what for. And you can totally see that with team infinitives members. Verbs like want, decide, plan, and hope, they are all about looking forward, right? To decisions, to goals, to future possibilities. You promise to do something. You plan to go somewhere. It's always pointing toward an action that hasn't happened yet. All right, so you've met the teams. You're feeling pretty good, pretty confident. But every good story needs a twist. And here it is. There are a few verbs out there that are basically double agents. They can play for Team Gerund and Team Infinitive. But here's the catch. When they switch sides, they change their meaning completely. Let's start with remember. If you remember doing something like visiting that castle, you're looking back. You're pulling up a memory from your past. But if you remember to do something, like to lock the door, you're looking forward. It's a task on your mental to-do list. See the difference? Past memory versus a future task. Forget works in a really similar way. It's just the reverse. If you'll never forget seeing the Eiffel Tower, you're talking about a core memory, something you hold on to. But if you forgot to buy milk, well, there's no milk in the fridge. You've failed to do something. So it's a lost memory versus a missed task. Now, try is a great one. Trying drinking warm milk. That's just a simple experiment, right? No big deal. You're just giving it a shot to see what happens. But trying to lift a heavy box, that implies a real effort, a struggle. You're putting in serious work to achieve a difficult goal. It's an experiment versus an effort. And our final double agent is stop, and this one is a classic. If he stopped smoking, it means he quit the whole activity. It's done, it's over. But if he stopped to buy a newspaper, he was probably walking or driving, and he paused that activity for the purpose of doing something else. So it's all about ceasing an action versus pausing for a new purpose. Okay, you've seen the teams, you've met the double agents. Now it's your turn. It's time to put what you've learned to the test. Let's see how you do in the final verb challenge. You ready? First one up. He promised blank, call me later. Is the verb promise about an activity, or is it about a future intention? Think about it. Yes, it's to call. A promise always points to a future action. That's a clear point for team infinitive. All right, next one, quick fire. She avoids talk about her past. Are we talking about the general activity or a specific plan to do something? You got it. It's talking. She avoids the activity of talking about her past. That's a clean win for Team Gerund. Okay, here comes a trick question. I forgot blank turn off the lights. And I'll give you a little hint. This was a missed task. So which form do we need here? Exactly. To turn off. It wasn't a memory you lost. It was a chore you just didn't do. Our double agent forget is playing for team infinitive on this one. Fantastic job. So, when it's all said and done, what's the secret to winning this verb showdown every time? It really boils down to this: activity versus intention. Just ask yourself, am I talking about the experience of an activity? That's your cue for Team Gerund. Or, am I talking about a future plan or a goal? That's team infinitive, every single time. And that's the final bell. You have officially mastered the great verb showdown. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other English rules out there feel less like rules and more like fascinating puzzles just waiting for us to solve them? Keep an eye out for the next one.